Imagine springtime in New England. Winter is retreating like an army, leaving behind aspic clear puddles of trampled glass and cigarette butts and clods of dirt. The fields and the forests are spotted with little white blemishes of snow. It's cold, wet. At what used to be the main road, that was then rerouted, is a huge Victorian house. Water is leaking from this poorly winterized structure owned by the bank. A plumbing van mechanically sloshes to a stop in the gravel semicircular driveway. Below, in the basement, the thing in the crack in the wall, which I guess the closest word would be vampire, but that's like calling a ghost orchid a flower or a great white shark a fish. It'll do. Vampire it is. The vampire not only hears the crunch of the gravel and every noise the van made mechanically as this mechanical din, but it also, most importantly, hears the heartbeat of the man driving the van. And the man opens the door, puts a foot down on the gravel, oblivious to the thing in the basement, flips up his flip phone and says, "What's the story here?" Because he had just only been sent the address. He didn't get sent the slip yet on his iPad. And the dispatch lady says, "Well, it's supposed to be winterized, but apparently, it froze up and the whole place is a water park." Plumber closes his flip phone, knows what to do, grabs a wrench, and goes looking for the water main in the basement. Now, this is an exciting thing for the vampire or the thing in the basement, because usually it has to range out over the countryside to find food. No longer is this house a bed and breakfast on the main drag in the vibrant town. Things have retracted and changed and roads have moved, and now this Victorian painted lady of a house stands isolated. It is a good lair, it's secure, and no one comes and bugs you, but to find food you must range out over the countryside and find those who will not be missed. Gone are the days where you could lay in your crack and listen to all the life above you and live in parallel to it, the music, the conversations, the smells in the kitchens, and feel alive, close to life, and every once in a while just reach out and take a little bit. No. Now there's long black sequences where there isn't a single heartbeat around until now the plumber approaches. With well-practiced hands, the plumber reaches through the snow, through the bulkhead that was added later in the 70s, the metal bulkhead, and he opens it up. And the crows say, "Don't go in there!" But crows and people haven't been able to talk for thousands of years. Those things are gone. That's another age. All he hears is caw, and they fly away. They don't want to look at this. They might come back later and eat what's left, but they don't want to see what's going to happen. Suddenly, as his heartbeat grows even closer, the twisted black octopus of what used to be the vampire's heart spasms a bit. Fluids begin to move. Consciousness begins to move more from the animal to the subhuman parts, lizard parts of its brain, and it realizes that it's left the remains of its last meal right at the bottom of the steps, right where that shaft of light opened when the plumber opened the door. So, quicker than a person ever could, the vampire, for lack of a better term, shoots out a long, twisted, thin, taloned hand like a boiled spider and grabs the body of the dead girl and rips it into the hole. Pelvises and arms and femurs twisting and breaking as jammed out of sight. Just as the plumber looks down into the basement. The basement. Oh, basements. Do you know about basements? Basements are wounds, permanent wounds in the earth. It's like sticking a fork in a person. A crust forms and a wound becomes red and it oozes. And the body tries to heal around it. That is what a basement is to the earth. Water, rot, all try to reclaim it and heal the hole. But that doesn't really happen very quickly, at least in human terms. So the plumber steps down into this wound, raw earth, beams that used to be trees, beams that were alive, now have ghostly branches of spider webs. You see, millions of generations of spider kind had woven their webs and softened all the lines of the beams and hung these false undead trees with fruits of enwrapped victims, beetles and ants and flies. The spiders had eaten, hang from those trees. But the plumber's unmoved. It's practically his office, and he lives in basements. So he brushes aside the cobwebs and looks about and stops and listens for the rushing sound, the wind-like noise of water in pipes. Where are you? He says. Where are you? Unknowing that now his heart, his life, is even closer to the thing in the wall which you're calling the vampire. And now, finally, they become syncopated. The vampire's heart and the plumber's. Life in parallel again. Consciousness fully returns to the thing in the wall, and it begins to move around behind the plumber as the plumber listens and moves towards between the shafts of light and dripping water towards where he thinks the water main will be to turn it off. Out of professional courtesy, the spiders lift their webs out of the way as the thing stalks slowly this wonderful, plump treat that has come to him for once. Step after step, perfectly in step, perfectly in quiet, the thing walks behind the plumber, over the boxes, and the sawhorse, and the abandoned books, not even disturbing the dust. The plumber finally reaches the water main, and as he does so, he begins to turn it, and the thing gets closer, so focused, so high, so feeling of alive, getting closer and closer to that beating heart, the euphoria, the anticipated saliva, life, go and embrace it and take it in. And then it steps into a shaft of dripping water. The plumber is sort of sensitive to the sound of dripping water. I mean, plumbers are sensitive to that. He went on a vacation once, and there was a faucet in another room that was leaking, and he had to call management to fix it. Plumbers are sensitive to dripping water. So he hears water stop dripping behind him, and he turns around, and he sees this old man with long fingernails and ragged clothes like this in a column of water. And there's a second there. That pause, that drip of water, the shock, gave the plumber a chance to live. He says, I'm just here to fix the water. And those words made it through to the thing, the vampire, what do we call it, Nosferatu. While the water was dripping on its face. I'm just here to fix the water. Fix the water. The building is broken. And a question came to mind. And for the first time in longer than it's ever been remembered, it drew air into its sticky black lungs to ask, to speak a word to another sentient being. That hadn't happened in a long time. You fix water? Yeah, I'm here to fix the water. I'll have this place up and running in no time. Bank will sell it, a little paint. Should be a moneymaker. The thing goes, you fixed the water. People come back. Yeah, we'll have it fixed up. These places usually do pretty well. You get like 200 a night. You throw them an omelet in the morning. It's a good deal. People like them. Bed and breakfast. Thinks again. And all the memories come flooding back. All that life that used to surround him, used to come to him, that he could lay next to and listen to at night and just live close to so much life. Oh, yes, you fix water. People come back. Now the plumber thinks the guy is just really weird. Yeah, we're going to fix the water and people will come back. The thing begins to back away into the shadows. The spiders lower their veils as it does so. You fix the water. People come back. Yes, fix the water. Fix the water now. And it withdrew back into the darkness. The plumber nodded along politely and then turned around and got back to work.